Guys, today we are going to discuss on the topic that criminal hierarchy of the courts. So far as the criminal hierarchy of the courts is concerned, the hierarchy literally determines that classification, jurisdiction, and constitution as well as powers of the court. In our criminal procedure code, section 6 up to section 35 deals with the criminal hierarchy of the courts, among which is chapter 1st, chapter 2nd of the criminal procedure code deals with the criminal hierarchy, which relates with the jurisdiction constitution of the courts. And so far as the section 26 of 35 is concerned, it deals with the constitution and powers of the courts. And today we are going to discuss on the topic that is criminal hierarchy. The word criminal hierarchy literally means that the constitution, empowerment, powers we can say, and classification. Now the criminal hierarchy of the courts so far is concerned, if we want to make a one map, that is there are in sample there are two courts. First is Court of Sessions, and then after there is one more, that is Court of Magisterial. या Magisterial Court इसको हम कह सकते हैं. And so far as the session court is concerned, it consists of session judge, assistant session judge, and assistant session judge and additional session judge. And so far as the this next magistrate court, it has been divided into two, that is executive judicial magistrate and judicial magistrate. Judicial magistrate, it is divided into two more parts, that is metropolitan magistrate and other area. In metropolitan magistrate, it covers, that is chief metropolitan magistrate and additional metropolitan magistrate, and third one is metropolitan magistrate, and fourth one is special magistrate. And so far as other is concerned, other area is concerned, which says CJM, that is literally means as chief judicial magistrate. Then after there is one more, that is additional district magistrate, and there is one more, that is magistrate, and we call it as a magistrate. We call special first class magistrate and second class magistrate, and third is special magistrate. And so far as the executive magistrate is concerned, external magistrate, that is district magistrate. Just like we will give the example of the Kopara district, in that is deputy commissioner is considered as the executive magistrate, head executive magistrate. And the second additional DC can be called as additional executive magistrate. And the third one is called as SJM, which is sub judicial magistrate. And next one will be called as a magistrate. And so far as the powers of this court is concerned, hierarchy is divided into four parts, that is Supreme Court. Supreme Court is a court which is the highest court of the country and is having the jurisdiction to pass death sentences and fines, no limit. And so far as the High Court is concerned, it is the highest court at the state level. So far our Indian Constitution is concerned, it is having the 29 states, and High Court consists of 20, and there are 24 High Courts, because two states are having one High Court. Just like we will give the example of Punjab and Haryana, and there is only one High Court which is located in Chandigarh. So in a nutshell, we can say there are 24 high courts in our India. And so far as the jurisdiction of the High Court is concerned, jurisdiction of the High Court is to pass sentences and to pass orders with no limit. And so far as the District Court is concerned, District Court consists of three, as I have already told you in a previous lecture, that is additional CJM, chief judicial magistrate, and first class magistrate, and second class magistrate, and special magistrate. First chief judicial magistrate is having the jurisdiction, that is he can pass orders with 10 years of imprisonment and 7 and fine up to no limit. And so far as the first class magistrate is concerned, it can pass the orders up to imprisonment up to 3 years and fine up to 7,000 rupees. So far as the second and special class magistrate is concerned, it can pass the orders for the imprisonment of 1 year and fine up to 1,000 rupees. And so far as now we will talk about the metropolitan, as I have already given a map in which I have clearly precisely mentioned what is the. I want to show you one map on regarding this topic. This is the map. This is the map. It shows that the hierarchy of the courts. if you want to examine it, you can mention it on your notebook. It's one of the most important and helpful for you, which will properly understand you the criminal hierarchy of the courts. Now clearly, criminal hierarchy of the courts. Now we will talk about the judicial metropolitan courts. So far as the metropolitan jurisdiction, there are already existing 5 judicial magistrates, we call it. That is chief judicial magistrate. We call it as a chief metropolitan magistrate. It is having the jurisdiction. It can pass the orders up to the 10 years and fine no limit. And so far as the additional chief judicial metropolitan magistrate concerned, it is having the jurisdiction to pass orders 7 years, same as like is the district magistrate, chief judicial magistrate, first class magistrate, second class magistrate, third class magistrate. Same jurisdiction of is same in the metropolitan magistrate as well. So far as the this additional metropolitan magistrate concerned, it can pass orders up to no limit. Fine, there is no limit for the fine, imposing a fine upon the parties, but there is a matter where a person can be convicted for convicted for the imprisonment only for 7 years, then he can pass the order. If only 1 day above the 7 years is, he cannot, he's not having the jurisdiction on that matter. So far as the we can say magistrate and special magistrate, metropolitan magistrate, special magistrate concerned, it's having the jurisdiction that it can pass the orders of the fine, it can impose a fine up to 1,000 rupees and up to the which imprisonment only 1 year. No, my dear friends, I make this video for you. It will help to you in a judicial examination, not only in the judicial examination, but especially it will help you in the examination of the Kashmir University. If you want to grade down the examination of the judicial level, as well if you want to pass the CRPS in the Kashmir University as well, so it will help you. It is one of the best video which I made for you. Thanks to all of you, my dear guys.